Good evening. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Roslyn Court. My name is Maureen Butler, and this evening we have Tait. Yay! We've got the usual raffle. If you want to donate during this concert, then you'll be put in the raffle, and you might win Kath's EP, which is called Lentils, or a Who Gives a Crap toilet roll. So, I'm going to sing Gabriel Moreno's song because I want to. And there's no better reason than that. It's got a chorus, which you know now because I've sung it often enough. The night has turned your compass into dust. You're hanging like a tightrope in the rain. And now that London's told you all its lies, you wonder if there's future in this place. And girl, if you're tired, don't go away. We can write England all over again. And when they parade with their guns and their blades, we could write England all over again, all over again. They say that stubborn men hold on to their flags when life and faith have ceased to be aligned. But what's the use of living in a lie when all you have is spiders in your mind? And girl, if you're tired, don't go away. We can write England all over again. And when they parade England all over again, all over again, all over again, all over again. Take me to a land of Innisfree, where everyone is listening to the band, and faces join in song and poetry, and plenitude is all that we demand. And girl, if you're tired, don't go away. We can write England all over again. And when they parade with their guns and their blades, we can write England all over again. And girl, if you're tired, don't go away. We can write England all over again. And when they parade with their guns and their blades, we can write England all over again, all over again. Right. I'd like to now introduce onto the stage John Bitham. Yay!
That's not going to work, is it? John Wilkes did this song here a little while ago. I think most of the songs I play here are just songs that people have come and played, and like, oh yeah, I love that. This is the Montague Whaler. Oh, your lacings are frayed, and your sheets disarrayed, and your travellers are jammed at the yard. You lost crinkle and bone, and your planking is thrown, and the grease in your pencil's gone hard. Well, your garbage streaks split, and your stretchers don't fit, your paintwork's beginning to peel. Your gunnels have slipped, and your tillers unshipped, and the dead wood's adrift from your keel. Sing your praises out loud, the pride of the fleet that you serve. No more will they shout as they bring you about. Is this the reward you deserve? For your legend's been told by the sailors of old, and the lies that you saved from the sea. You're the last galleots, you've been left here to rot now. Who's gonna save you from me? Shake out your reef, take the wind by its teeth, as you sail into history and song. Though they've thrown you away, please recall what I say. Forgive us for being so wrong. Though they've thrown you away, please recall what I say. Forgive us for being so wrong. So away with your Kilson, away with your yard, and away with your missing a name. For the days of the Montague Whaler are the days we shall not see again. For the days of the Montague Whaler are the days we shall not see again. Thank you. So most of those things I just listed, I have no idea what they are. I probably mispronounced them. But yeah, stuff on a boat, I think. Most of those things, yeah. Thank you. Cheers. Back in my cage.
John Beetham, everybody. Now, you know when that thing happened before, we started live streaming, and one of the people that we live streamed, we have this evening. So although we have a live stream for her, she's never actually been here. It's her first time visiting, because we did it remotely, didn't we, somehow? That was terribly clever and modern, wasn't it? Yes. Yes, it was. Can we please welcome onto the stage Tait? Yay.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, that was, I was trapped in London, and I couldn't come down and do the singing to the camera thing. So I sung to the camera at home, and that's what happened. I've already had a request, and this song is called The Hole in the Hedge. And basically, the way I introduce it is I say, during the time I worked as a psychotherapist, I learnt an awful lot of confidential information, some of which was far too interesting to remain confidential. It's got a little chorus that you can join, and it's really easy. It goes dum-dee-dum, 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 da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, dee-dum, dum-dee-dum, dum-dee-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da. She snuck through the hole in the hedge so she could visit her neighbour's husband. She got through the window and into his bed, and they flopped around like two fish out of water. Then she come home to her own dear one, who stood there solemnly watering cabbages. He had not an inkling of what she had done, but her mind was full of love's rampant cabbages. Dum-dee-dum, 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 da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, dee-dum, dum-dee-dum, dum-dee-dum, da-da-da-da-da. Now her own dear one was a grump in the morning, complaining of how life was so boring, thinking about his worries and strife, thinking about his life and his wife. But she was lurking with bottles of Valium, plotting a plan for constraining and framing him. She put a pill in his cup of tea, sent him outside to water the peas. Then she snuck through the hole in the hedge so she could visit her neighbour's husband. She got through the window and into his bed, and they flopped around like two hippos in springtime. Then she come home to her own dear one, who'd fallen asleep between two rows of cabbages. He had not an inkling of what she had done, but her mind was full of love's rampant ravages. Dum-dee-dum, 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 da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, dee-dum, dum-dee-dum, dum-dee-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da. Then she goes out to buy a new dress to forget her shame and her husband hopping, but knowing she never could ever confess, finds that there is no comfort in shopping. So she comes home to her own dear one, only to find there's nobody home. He's not in the garden watering peas, picking the peaches or pruning the trees. So she snuck through the hole in the hedge so she could visit her neighbour's husband, but there was no room for her in his bed. He was flopping around with her husband instead. Oh, she wailed, look what has prevailed. I am framed by my own game. I am a fool for breaking the rule. I promise I'll never be naughty again. But they didn't hear, they were lost in their spasms, shrieks and cries and loud orgasms. They were lost to love's rampant ravages. She was left to water the cabbages. Dum Thank you. This next song is a song about how I lost my job as a psychotherapist. Monday she came to my office and said, "Today I feel emotionally dead. Too much wisdom has made me cynical. Just when I've reached life's pinnacle." She said, "I've absorbed the finest culture and art until I've become a fussy old tart. I pursued life's achievers and winners. Now I'm hard to satisfy and intolerant of beginners." I said, "Cheer up, this should be your finest hour. You should see yourself as a beautiful flower." But she broke down and cried. She threatened suicide and said, "No thanks, I'd rather take Prozac." Tuesday she came in as low as the weather. I poured the tea and we sat down together. Her statements were still very cynical. She was teetering on life's pinnacle. She said, "I've been consumed by cold hard facts until I've become tough like an axe, and I chopped and I pruned in my successful career till I chopped up everything that I held dear." I said, "Cheer up, this should be your finest hour. You should see yourself as a beautiful flower." But she broke down and cried. She threatened suicide and said, "No thanks, I'd rather take Prozac." Thursday she kept her appointment again. Her makeup was smudged, her face was tear-stained. Well, it almost made me cynical to see her wobbling around on life's pinnacle. She said, "Oh dear, poor me, what's the use? Was it my potty training that started all this self-abuse? And how can I ever be beautiful with my nails bitten down to the cuticle?" Well, I do my best for psychotherapy, though it does my head in to a degree. So I told her to take up yoga or Tai Chi and advised her to cut down on Prozac. But she moaned and complained that she made such a fuss. So I suggested she throw herself under a bus, which turned out to be highly unethical, though I only meant it hypothetical. Well, she complained to the Psychotherapist Association. 2 days later, I received my notification. Now I'm back on the dole, but with a sense of elation. And a repeat prescription for Prozac. Cheer up, this should be your finest hour. You should see yourself as a beautiful flower. But she broke down and cried. She threatened suicide and said, "No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. I'd rather take Prozac." Prozac. digging up the past a bit here. A lot of these songs are very, very, very old now. So old that they must surely be traditional by now. And I'm so old that I have to have glasses on so I can see which harmonica I've got. And I have written my set list in big letters, but I still can't read it. Okay, so this is called Willie Sim. And it's about a neighbour who had a delinquent child, and the child was a terrible nuisance to the community until someone gave him a melodeon. So this is Willie Sim's song. Mama kicked the dog and the dog bit the cat. Then the cat scratched Sammy and Sammy scratched back. Then Sally hit Sammy and Dad came home. And Mama screamed, I just can't handle this alone. Then the neighbour comes in screaming, what's this din? Gotta get some sleep for the love of sin. Then Dad got mad and he socked him in the jaw. Now someone's gone off to fetch the law. But Willie don't hang around here no more. But he's down in the garden by the picket fence, where he employs his own defence. Got daisies growing around his feet. He's been sitting down there for nearly a week. And the rain comes down and it soaks into the ground, and the flaky snow falls and the stars shine down on little Willie Sim, mischievous grin as he sits there playing his melodeon. Was this crazy world? I got nerves of steel, iron muscles in my stomach and I can't feel. Then there's battles on one plane and wars on another, and friend hits friend and brother hits brother. And the red lights are flashing and the ambulance screams. Yes, a neighbour just got mangled in the washing machine. And Dad's thrown a stink 'cause the tally's on the blink. And Sally's got her pet rat in the kitchen sink. But Willie don't hang around here no more. But he's down in the garden by the picket fence, where he employs his own defence. Got daisies growing around his feet. He's been sitting down there for nearly a week. And the rain comes down and it soaks into the ground, and the flaky snow falls and the stars shine down on little Willie Sim, mischievous grin as he sits there playing his melodeon. What's this crazy world? I don't know what's real. Life in the city is a low down deal. There's a shortage of passion and a shortage of fire, and everybody's worried and everybody's tired. There's a cat fight on the landing and a car crash in the street, and Mama's got a headache and she can't get to sleep. There's a riot in the alley and the church bells are ringing, and the neighbour's gone and taken up opera singing. And Dad's had enough and he's thinking about retirement, but all he ever talks of is a change of environment. And if that's not all, well, I beg your pardon, but what's that bloody racket down in the garden? Shut up, little Willie Sim, won't you stop that din? But he keeps on playing his melodeon. But he's down in the garden by the picket fence, where he employs his own defence. Got daisies growing around his feet. He's been sitting down there for nearly a week, and the rain comes down and it soaks into the ground, and the flaky snow shine down on little Willie Sim, mischievous grin as he sits there playing his melodeon. Let me see. This is called a concertina. In case you were wondering. And it's not so much that I like the concertina. It's more that I just really like the sound of the concertina and the harmonica together. So I've written a few songs. This one is called The Bottle and the Road, and it's a kind of a summary of relationships I've had, summary of husbands, I suppose. He was a pleasant husband, he never did complain. He rewired the electrics and unblocked the drain. But he suffered from depression, from work overload. So he hit the bottle and I hit the road. My second love affair was extravagant but short. Passions were perverted, rendezvous were fraught. Our love was a sin, I felt my innocence corrode. So I hit the bottle and he hit the road. I found married once again and in another town. We fought like the devil, threw bottles all around. Romance was a failure, resentment overflowed. So we both hit the bottle and we both hit the road. Now I found another sweetheart, he was hot in the head. We both hit the bottle and we both hit the bed. I ran away one night when his anger did explode, and glass broke behind me as the bottle hit the road. The bottle and the road have been a lifelong curse. Each love affair got harder, the last one was the worst. When he had the nerve to tell me that I should see a shrink, I took a stack of whiskey and I poured it down the sink. When my lover did discover what I'd done to his booze, he came after me, he found me hiding in Peru. When I asked him how he found me, how he knew which way to go, he said I followed a trail of empty bottles on the road.
To interrupt for 1 minute. because I would like to ask you people at home, if you are in position, if you could possibly donate to the making of this concert, it would be absolutely wonderful. And I always try to give you a little suggestion as to what you might do. And if we look at the EP here, I thought maybe the price of a bag of lentils might be either red or green. I'm not bothered. That's sort of like two different levels.
Brown, the little brown ones.
Little brown ones,
please,
yes.
thank
Yeah,
you.
okay, right, okay. Thank you, that would be lovely. And you send it to the thing that's running along the screen. I can never do that, I do it the wrong way around. Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you very much. And for the people who are not in the room, who can actually buy this CD if they want to, EP if they want to, where can people get a hold of this if they're not actually here?
On my Bandcamp site, they can order one. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's good. Sounds good. Right, I am going away now. Carry on. Oh, before I do. Ta-da! Oh, look, the difference. The difference. The ambience has changed entirely, hasn't it? Yes. Thank you.
Oh, great, thanks. That's much better. And so, while I'm on the subject of husbands, this is a song I wrote for my third husband during the time that he was in prison. How could I give my heart to a bastard like that? Please, Mr. Bastard, can I have my heart back? Too much fiction and not enough fact. Well, love isn't blind, but it can't see around corners. How could I give my money to a bastard like that? Please, Mr. Bastard, can I have my money back? I didn't want to spend it like that. Well, love isn't blind, but it's got the wrong glasses on. I tried to live in an innocent haze, away from the blues and the low-down days, but gone are the highs and the passionate sighs. When there's too many lies, well, true love dies. How could I give my time to a bastard like that? Please, Mr. Bastard, can I have my time back? I didn't want to spend it like that. Well, love isn't blind, but I think it's got dyslexia. Love isn't blind, but it's got the wrong glasses on. Love isn't blind, but it can't see around corners. Love, 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 love. Money, 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 money. Bastard, 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 bastard. Love isn't blind, but it can't see around corners. Actually, seeing I'm sitting down, I don't need the strap on, but oh, it's kind of stuck on. I can't really unplug it, can I?
You can unplug.
Can I? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, good. And now I've plugged it back in. Okay, thank you. So, just consult my list. Oh, yeah, this one. This is called Gig Anxiety Dream. I have to confess that I have gig anxiety dreams. I've been having them off and on all my life. Although, unfortunately, I haven't had one. I mean, fortunately, I haven't had one for a while. But I would dream that I had a gig, and that I'd got sidetracked on the way to the gig, and I'd be in a cafe somewhere or something, and then then I think, oh, I'm supposed to be at the gig. And then next thing I'd be at the gig, but I would have forgotten my guitar and or my flat picks or something like that. And so I thought I'd write a song to try and cure myself of my anxiety. So. When your fingers slide round the guitar like the slippery legs of a toad, and sweat pours down like a river, and your spectacles slide off your nose. It's a posh gig in Fitzrovia, supporting a guy who's better than Segovia. You're in the wrong key again, you left your capo on the train, and paralysis is taking over ya. And your set list is home in the washing, in the pocket of your other jeans. So you pray to wake up and find it's only a gig anxiety dream. But your guitar is in lost property in Melbourne, and your bass player's on the wrong plane, and your flat picks got sucked into a black hole, along with all of the lyrics in your brain. So you fumble and mess up the chords while the audience is looking bored. They're posting videos of your mistakes on YouTube, and 3 disgruntled babies start to howl. It's a moonlight gig in Australia, when a firefly in all its regalia flies into your throat, and you choke and go flat down on a bed of prickly azalea. And your set list is home in the washing, in the pocket of your other jeans. So you pray to wake up and find it's only a gig anxiety dream. But your guitar is in a landfill site in Mumbai, and your smartphone just fell down the drain, along with the contact details of the venue and of the man who supplies the cocaine. Right, yeah. So, I guess you could say I'm a bit of an old hippie at heart. I haven't always lived the lifestyle, but I do like lentils. Some of these songs I'm singing are on the on that EP, and I haven't really done any recording for a long time, and but most of the recordings I've done I've just done them at home. So they're mostly home recordings, and they're all on my Bandcamp site if you want to trawl through what I've been doing for the last 50 years or so. So this is a song called Lentils, about that old hippie lifestyle that some of us have got fond memories of, you know. Sometimes on Facebook, a little meme comes around saying, the hippies were right, the hippies were right. They were right. Life was cheap. Sorry, start that again. Life was cheap, our thoughts were deep. We did not wash for 40 weeks. We ate the brown rice and the lentils. We thought we were so existential. We did not weep, we took a leap the bottom of the social heap. The view is clearer than from the top. Our wisdom flourished, our wealth did not. The social ladder was too steep. We watched our friends climb up so high, and we watched them wave bye-bye, disappearing in the sky. We smoked a pipe, we grew a beard. The neighbors thought that we were weird. Yes, we were weird, but we were not glum. Wasting our youth was too much fun. We were not dense, we lived in tents to cut down on bills and rent. Under umbrellas, we ate the lentils. We thought we were so environmental. We did not mope, we bought the dope with the money that we saved on soap. We made our choices and there was time, so if things went wrong we could change our minds. The corporate ladder was too steep. We watched our friends climb up so high, and we watched them wave bye-bye, disappearing in the sky. We smoked a pipe, we grew a beard. The neighbors thought that we were weird. Yes, we were weird, but we were not glum. Wasting our youth was too much fun. Was it uncouth to spend our youth throwing parties on the roof? Our new friends were not respectable. Our old friends became aloof. We wrote a poem like Leonard Cohen about not knowing where we were going, and so we stumbled through the years chasing a stream of peculiar ideas, while the mice, the ticks and lice, the weevils thrived in the brown rice. The days went round, our lives did go. The price of lentils stayed reasonably low, and we've no regrets about the debts or the savings we did not collect. We'll spend our old age eating lentils with no spare cash for non-essentials. There'll be no trips on luxury ships, no new false teeth or plastic hips. And as for choices, there's nothing left but to become Buddhist nuns, I guess. Yeah, okay. What have I done with my capo? Oh, there it is. So, you might be sitting there thinking, well, if she's been writing songs for 50 years, how come she hasn't got a record contract? So, I've written a song to explain why I've never had a record contract. That was just a bit too fast. Hang on. The truth is I'm not very sexy. I'm not very sexy at all. These things that should excite and entice me simply fail to enthrall. I'd rather have a good hot dinner. I'd rather have a nice cup of tea. I'll never make much of a sinner. Sex is not for me. The psychiatrist says I'm unhappy. He says I must be in despair. But I search through my feelings and emotions and I don't care. Although I did have sex with the psychiatrist, but only 'cause he offered me a cheaper rate. I lay there like a sack of potatoes. The psychiatrist thought that it was great. The truth is I'm not very frisky. I'm not very frisky, I say. I'd rather have a bottle of whiskey any day. Which is why I haven't got a record contract. I'm getting old and I'm not frisky and I drink. And I don't prance around and shake my bum cakes. And I have a tendency to say what I think. Which is why I haven't got a record contract. The record company was not impressed because I didn't proposition the executive. And I didn't have a song about sex. And the truth is I'm not very sexy. And I don't look like I'm about to go out whoring. Which is why I haven't got a record contract. Or maybe it's because my songs are boring. Yeah. So when I first started going to folk clubs back in the 1970s, I really wanted to sing traditional songs, but I couldn't because I couldn't sing, basically. So my singing, I thought my singing really was very bad, and I thought, if I sing these songs, I'm just going to ruin them. So I thought, well, if I write my own songs, I won't be ruining someone else's song. So that's how I started writing songs, because I felt I couldn't sing other people's songs because I would ruin them. But it didn't matter if I ruined my own songs. But anyway, the thing about singer-songwriters, there's an awful lot of us, and it can get a bit annoying, can't it? So I've written a song. This is called Songwriter from Hell. I hate singer-songwriters, they really drive me nuts. Show me one with an original tune that ain't a verbal klutz. I hate singer-songwriters, I'd really like to ban them. I'd like to terminate them all. Trouble is I am one. The boys all sound like Dylan and the girls all sound like Joni. Their tunes are unoriginal, their sentiments are phony. And they're all conceited and they all want to be stars. They all pose in arty photographs draped around guitars. And I hate the ones whose melodies are clumsily constructed, and the ones whose plot lines are unskillfully deducted, and the ones who always have a bloody boring chorus, and the ones who break the rules by using a thesaurus. And I hate the introverted ones who sing about self-pity, and the loudmouth cheeky ones who think they're being witty, the cynical, the sarcastic, and the angry and ironic, critical, political, self-righteous and sardonic. lives are just a farce. They think that when we hear their songs we'll want to lick their ass. And I hate singer-songwriters, but I must watch what I say. I'd hate myself to hear myself insult myself that way. Here comes 15 singer-songwriters, all clutching promo kits. I'll have to put my earplugs in my anus, they give me the shits. And now they're up on stage, watch them struggle for applause, like fickle politicians latching onto any cause. And I hate the ones who sing about their feelings and emotions, and the ones who postulate unscientific notions, and the esoteric ones whose lyrics don't make sense. Do they do that deliberately, or are they rather dense? I hate singer-songwriters, they're really very sad. But wait a minute, I am one. Oh dear, what a drag. I don't really hate them, you know that, don't you? I'm trying to see what that clock says. Oh, that one. Oh, that clock. Oh, that's much easier to read. Yeah, 5 minutes. This is called The Wrong Train. And it's about a disastrous train trip I had around Britain in 1990. It was a complicated timetable, I couldn't get it right. I was reading it without my glasses on the train at night. Well, I missed the next announcement that said passengers all change. I spent all night at that station in the rain. Right timetable, wrong train. Right timetable, wrong train. I thought I'd go and see my uncle in Newcastle upon Tyne. I purchased the right ticket, the train left at the right time. To my horror I was put off at Newcastle under Lyme. I approached the station master to inquire. He said, right town, wrong shire. Right town, wrong shire. And I've been all around this country on the wrong train at the right time of year. When the tourists came, I was here for the scenery. While the weather was all right, I didn't see the scenery. I was traveling by night, and I've been all around on the wrong train. I set off for Aberdeen in my sandals and my shorts, but I forgot to pack the winter woolies I had bought. Well, I stood there at the station with the northern lights aglow when an east wind whistled round my ears and suddenly it snowed. Right town, wrong clothes. Right town, wrong clothes. I took the right train for Yorkshire. I got off at the wrong town. The conductor said, don't worry, love, as the stars were shining down. Well, I found the right hotel and all champagne when I realized I'd left all of my baggage on the train. Right champagne, baggage on the train. Right champagne, baggage on the train. And I've been all around this country on the wrong train at the right time of year. When the tourists came, I was here for the scenery. While the weather was all right, I didn't see the scenery. I was traveling by night, and I've been all around on the wrong train. Now my money is all gone, I've been foolish as can be. I paid Piccadilly prices for sandwiches and tea. I'll have to earn my plane fare home, working in a London bar. And New Zealand seems appealing from afar. Some say it's not the most exciting place to be, but right now 60 million sheep seem inviting to me. Well, I'm a complicated tourist on the wrong train of thought. I came for a nice vacation, but my plans have come to naught. I sent postcards to my family saying it surely was a lark. I've seen every railway station in this country in the dark, and I've been all around on the wrong train. Oh, actually, that was my last song. I was supposed to say it before I sang it. That was my last song. Sorry.
Slick or what?
Slippery.
For the
slippery.
people at home, can we thank Kath Tait, please? Can we also thank John Beetham for his lovely song? Yep. I have to say, though, I do prefer when you stand up when you're playing my guitar, John, because it's the way you fit into it is, being a foot taller than me. I think it's quite like that. We've got G on the door. We've got Roger doing the cameras, filming. We've got John doing the sound, Phil doing the cameras, and in her pinny at the door, for God's sakes, at the bar, Una! So, we don't have anything next week. Don't try and watch next week because we won't be here. On Thursday the 26th, we have Sam Baxter and Merle Harbourne, and they're wonderful. We've had Sam Baxter here before. He's really, really good, and they're going to be wonderful. On March the 12th, which is a fortnight later, we have Gillespie Brothers, who are from the northeast, but don't panic. It's all right. I can translate. It's all right. And then the week later, we've got March the 9th, we've got St. Patrick's open mic, and that's free. It's not going to be live streamed. You'll have to come if you want to see it. And anyone can pitch in with a song or a tune or a poem. Yeah, poem. And then March the 26th, we have Katie Spencer, which is going to be good. Okay. If you look on our publicity at the moment, we've gone very modern. We've got a QR thing that you can just jump straight to all the information on the website. On the website, I've got examples of people's work, of their songs, of their music, and also the links to the live stream and to buy tickets. Please buy tickets in advance. Excuse me. Can we just thank again, Kathy? Thank you. This is Rosalind Court. My name is Maura Butler. See you next time. Bye. Yeah. No.